A very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Yuki Poshia. Let's start off the look at your lead story. 3 people have died after falling into an abandoned mine in Avisavela last night. Police said that the victims had met with this tragic incident while attempting to rescue 3 chickens which had fallen into the pit. They had died after being hospitalized while in an unconscious state. The victims have been identified as 17, 25 and 27-year-old residents of Avisavela. Meanwhile, China has refused U.S. assistance to stop the spread of the coronavirus. That was in the wake of the outbreak of hostilities, which prompted a public health emergency and banned foreigners from China from entering their country. The death toll due to the novel coronavirus in China has increased to 361 after further 56 deaths being reported in Hubei province. Following reports of newly diagnosed 2,103 patients with coronavirus in China, the number of affected people have increased to 14,480. Reports also reveal that 150 patients have been diagnosed with the coronavirus in other countries. Meanwhile, China completed construction yesterday on one of the 2 new hospitals in Wuhan dedicated to treat coronavirus patients. Construction work started on the Huangshan Hospital on the 23rd of January and finished 8 days later, and is expected to begin admitting patients from today. China's central bank announced plans yesterday to inject $173 billion into the economy to cushion the shock to financial markets from the outbreak of the new virus. The first death outside China from the new coronavirus was recorded yesterday in the Philippines, as countries around the world evacuated hundreds of their citizens from the infection zone. Meanwhile, the risk of further contraction in the Hong Kong economy, which was buffeted by anti-government protests last year, increased due to the coronavirus epidemic. In this backdrop, many countries around the world have banned foreign tourists from coming to China and have also quarantined Chinese citizens who have visited China. Hong Kong's public hospitals are bracing for a staffing crunch after thousands of workers vowed to push ahead with a strike starting from Monday to demand a total closure of the city's borders with mainland China that would help shut out the new coronavirus. However, according to the World Health Organization, Hong Kong authorities have taken steps to check people entering the border without closing the border. Russian Railways has announced that all passenger trains between China and Russia, including a direct Moscow-Beijing link, will stop running from today due to the coronavirus outbreak. A military plane carrying a group of mostly Portuguese nationals who were stuck in coronavirus hit Wuhan, the capital of China's Hubei province, touched down in Lisbon late yesterday. 3 new cases of coronavirus have emerged in Vietnam, bringing the number of active cases in the Southeast Asian country to 4. More than 250 people from 30 countries arrived in France yesterday after being flown out of the Chinese city of Wuhan. They will be repatriated after being quarantined. Almost 270 Australians left the coronavirus epicenter of Wuhan on a chartered Qantas evacuation flight that is taking them to Christmas Island via Western Australia. Shares of the Asian stock market are down today amid the spread of the coronavirus. Foreign markets reported that Japanese, Chinese, Australian and New Zealand share markets were down. Foreign media reports that the number of coronavirus-infected people worldwide has soared even more since the 2003 SARS virus. However, health authorities point out that it is not as deadly as the SARS virus. Other countries currently reporting coronavirus infections are Japan, Thailand, Singapore, South Korea, Australia, Taiwan, Malaysia, America, Germany, Vietnam, France, United Arab Emirates, Canada, Italy, Britain, India, Russia, Cambodia, Finland, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Spain and Sweden. Meanwhile, Acting Director General of Health Services Dr. Lakshman Gamlat stated that biosamples of the Chinese woman infected with the coronavirus has been given to the Medical Research Institute for further testing. Now, the doctor also stated according to the test results, she will be discharged from the hospital. And up next is Crimewatch. An individual has died after being attacked at a nightclub along the Deseram Road in Mount Lavinia. Police said that the victim had been attacked during a brawl which ensued between 2 groups. Initially, an argument had broken out between 2 groups at around 4:45 a.m. at the 3rd floor at the at the third floor of the nightclub, following which one group had left the location. The group had returned with a group of around 30 persons, following which a scuffle had ensued. The victim has been identified as a 31-year-old father of one and a resident of Horotudur, Morotur. Police said that both groups had been drunk at the time of the incident. The Mount Lavinia police have commenced a search operation to locate the suspect associated with the killing. A three-wheeler driver was found murdered in the Ekala area along the Jayala-Minuangada road. Police said that the victim has been identified as a 67-year-old resident of Minuangada. It is believed that two passengers in the three-wheeler had attacked the driver and had also stolen 1,000 rupees, which had been in his possession. Police said that the three-wheeler driver, who was in a critical condition, had died after being transferred to the Ragama hospital from the Jayala hospital for further treatment. Details pertaining to the suspects involved in the killing have not been identified so far. Investigations are being carried out under the supervision of Superintendent of Police Chandana Lenage. Meanwhile, the Russian Commander-in-Chief of the Land Forces arrived in the country today. He arrived in the island today for a 5-day goodwill tour at the invitation of the Acting Chief of Defence Staff and Commander of the Army, Lieutenant General Shavendra Silva. The Russian Commander-in-Chief of the Land Forces is set to call on the President, Prime Minister, Acting Chief of Defence Staff and Commander of the Army, Commander of the Navy and the Commander of the Air Force. He will be also attending the 72nd National Day celebration at the Independence Square tomorrow. General Oleg Salyukov is a combat veteran with over 45 years of service and decorated with orders and 8 medals. Taking a look back at your local news, all arrangements for the 72nd Independence Day celebrations have been made at the Independence Square in Colombo. The final rehearsals took place this morning.
What you're witnessing right now is the final rehearsal which is taking place at the Independence Square in order to mark the 72nd Independence Day of Sri Lanka. Now, since we arrived this morning, we have been witnessing that all arrangements have been made to celebrate tomorrow's Independence Day with great pomp and pageantry. Now, since we arrived here this morning, we have been able to witness the band of the Tri-Forces and a march past taking place here. Right here around Independence Square, we have been able to witness that Independence Avenue and Sri Lanka Foundation Mawata have been completely closed off as the parade is taking place right now. Now, tomorrow's Independence Day will of course be graced by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. We were also able to witness the Air Force carrying out an aerial display right here at the Independence Square. I'm Hassan Shahzuli reporting for News First from Independence Square.
The Ministry of Public Administration, Home Affairs, provincial councils and local governments said that all necessary infrastructure facilities have been made for the event. The government requested the public to display the national flag at their houses and at all public and private institutions for a week in keeping with the Independence Day celebrations. Now, the following roads in Colombo will remain closed tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Nidahas Mawatha, Vidya Mawatha, Maitland Place, Kanangara Mawatha, Marcus Fernando Mawatha, Sri Lanka Foundation Mawatha and the road from Vijayarama Road to Horton Place will remain closed during this time period. Now, the police has informed the public to use alternate routes during this time period. Meanwhile, a special traffic plan is in operation in the vicinity of the Independence Square due to the ongoing rehearsals. Accordingly, the road from Glass House Junction to Nanda Motors, Public Library Junction to Glass House and the entry road to Ananda Kumaraswamy Mawatha has been closed for traffic. In addition, the entry road to FR Senanaika Mawatha from Dharmapala Mawatha, the entry road to Kanangara Mawatha from Zoysa Roundabout and the entry road to Kanangara Mawatha from Vijayarama Mawatha through Rossmead Place has also been closed for traffic. And with that, it's a wrap of lunchtime news. Join us again at Live at 55 for more of the very latest.